If you're over the age of 60 and you're planning to fly anywhere in the United States in the next 12 months, whether you're heading to see the grandchildren, taking that long-awaited cruise out of Miami, visiting friends in Florida or Arizona for the winter, or boarding a flight to anywhere at all, there is a single item sitting in your suitcase right now that has been officially banned from checked luggage by the Federal Aviation Administration, the Transportation Security Administration, and every major American airline. The ban is not new. The ban has been quietly in effect for years. The ban is rarely explained at the ticket counter, and the ban applies most heavily and most painfully to the exact category of traveler who is least likely to have heard about it. The senior traveler who packs the way they have packed for 40 years, who tucks a small electronic device into the side pocket of a checked suitcase, the way they have always done, and who has no idea that the item that they have packed could result in their bag being pulled off the plane, their belongings being destroyed, their flight being delayed, and in the most serious cases, a fine of up to $37,500 issued directly to them by the FAA. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what the item is, why it's been banned, which specific products inside your home are affected, what happens if you accidentally violate the rule, and most importantly, the simple 2-minute repacking procedure that keeps you, your luggage, and the entire airplane safe. Stay with us because the third device on the list is a product that over 40 million American seniors own, and almost none of them know it's covered by this rule. Let's get started. The banned item is lithium-ion batteries. Not all batteries, not the standard AA, AAA, C, or D batteries that have been in your remote controls and flashlights for the last 70 years. Those are still perfectly fine in either checked or carry-on luggage. The ban specifically targets lithium-ion batteries, which are the small, lightweight, rechargeable batteries that power virtually every modern electronic device. They are inside your cell phone. They are inside your tablet. They are inside your laptop. They are inside your e-reader. They are inside your portable charger or power bank. They are inside your wireless headphones. They are inside your hearing aid charging case. They are inside your electric razor, your electric toothbrush, your CPAP machine's backup battery, your wireless blood pressure monitor, and dozens of other small devices that have quietly become part of the modern senior traveler's standard packing list. The reason these batteries have been banned from checked luggage, not from the airplane entirely, but specifically from the cargo hold beneath the passenger cabin, is that lithium-ion batteries under certain conditions can experience what aviation safety experts call thermal runaway. Thermal runaway is the technical term for a battery overheating, catching fire, and in some cases, producing flames that reach temperatures of over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. When a lithium battery experiences thermal runaway in the passenger cabin, flight attendants and passengers can identify it immediately, contain the fire with the specialized fire suppression equipment that every commercial aircraft is required to carry, and take corrective action within seconds. When a lithium battery experiences thermal runaway in the cargo hold, surrounded by hundreds of pieces of luggage, hidden from view and inaccessible to the crew, the consequences can be catastrophic. According to the Federal Aviation Administration's publicly maintained incident database, there have been over 500 verified incidents of lithium battery fires on aircraft in the United States since 2006. The number has been climbing every year. Federal aviation authorities, working with the major American airlines, have responded by tightening the rules on where these batteries can be carried. The rule, in its current form, is straightforward. Lithium-ion batteries, whether they are installed in a device or carried as spare batteries, must be carried in the passenger cabin of the aircraft. They must be in your carry-on bag, your personal item, or kept on your person. They cannot, under any circumstances, be placed in a checked bag that goes into the cargo hold beneath the airplane. For senior travelers specifically, the rule has implications that often go unrecognized at the ticket counter, and which the airlines do not consistently explain at check-in. Let me walk you through the most commonly affected items, because every single one of them is something that senior travelers routinely pack incorrectly. Item number 1. Power banks and portable chargers. These are the small rectangular devices, usually about the size of a deck of cards, that you plug your phone into when the battery runs low while you are traveling. Many senior travelers carry one specifically because their grandchildren or adult children insisted they have one for emergencies. The power bank itself is a lithium-ion battery. It is, in fact, almost nothing but a lithium-ion battery. The FAA rule is absolute and admits no exceptions. Power banks must be in your carry-on bag. If you place one in a checked suitcase, the airline is required to remove that suitcase from the flight if the battery is detected during X-ray screening. The bag will be unloaded. The flight may be delayed. In some cases, the battery will be confiscated and the bag returned to you only at your destination, sometimes days later. Item number 2. CPAP machine backup batteries. For the millions of American seniors who travel with a CPAP machine for sleep apnea, the machine itself is not the problem. CPAP machines are recognized by the FAA as medical equipment, are exempt from carry-on size restrictions, and can be transported in checked luggage if the user chooses, although it is strongly recommended to keep them in carry-on. The problem is the backup battery that many senior travelers carry to power the CPAP during long flights, hotel stays in areas with unreliable electricity, or cruise ship cabins where outlets are limited. Those backup batteries are lithium-ion. They are subject to the rule. They cannot be checked. They must be carried in the passenger cabin in your carry-on. The TSA has flagged hundreds of CPAP backup batteries in checked luggage every year. The consequences range from inconvenience to confiscation to fines. Item number 3. Hearing aid batteries and chargers. This is the item I told you about at the beginning of this video, the device that over 40 million American seniors own and that almost none of them realize is covered by the rule. Modern rechargeable hearing aids use lithium-ion batteries, and their charging cases contain lithium-ion batteries as well. The hearing aids themselves, when worn or carried in a personal case, are no issue. The charging case, the spare batteries, and any portable charger associated with the hearing aid system are subject to the carry-on requirement. Many senior travelers, accustomed to packing their hearing aid case in their toiletry bag inside their checked suitcase, are technically in violation of the rule without realizing it. Hearing aid manufacturers, including Phonak, Oticon, and Starkey, have issued official traveler advisories on this exact point, but the advisories are buried in product manuals that most seniors have never opened. Item number 4. E-readers, tablets, and laptops. The Amazon Kindle, the Apple iPad, the Microsoft Surface, every laptop computer made in the last 15 years. All of these devices contain lithium-ion batteries. The general guidance for senior travelers is that devices with batteries installed should travel with you in the passenger cabin. The airlines have, in recent years, become increasingly strict about this, even for devices that were previously routinely placed in checked luggage. The TSA guidance is clear. Laptops, tablets, and e-readers should be in carry-on whenever possible. If a checked bag is found to contain a laptop or tablet, the bag may be pulled for additional screening. In most cases, the bag will continue on the flight. But for senior travelers who depend on these devices to communicate with family during travel, the safer practice is always to carry them in the cabin. Item number 5. Smart luggage. This one catches an enormous number of senior travelers off guard because the technology is relatively new. Smart luggage is the category of modern suitcases that contain built-in lithium-ion batteries for charging phones, tracking the bag's location via GPS, or providing self-weighing functionality. Brands like Away, Bluesmart, and others marketed smart luggage extensively to gift givers between 2017 and 2020, and many seniors received these suitcases as Christmas or birthday presents from adult children. The FAA rule on smart luggage is specific. If the battery cannot be removed from the suitcase cannot fly at all in either checked or carry-on configuration. If the battery can be removed, the suitcase can be checked only if the battery is removed and carried in the passenger cabin. Smart luggage with non-removable batteries has been the cause of dozens of last-minute gate confrontations between travelers and airline staff. If you own a smart suitcase, check the manufacturer's documentation before your next flight. Item number 6. Electric razors and electric toothbrushes. The lithium-ion battery in a modern electric razor or electric toothbrush is small. The risk profile is low. The FAA rule, however, does not distinguish between large and small lithium batteries for the purposes of the checked bag prohibition. Officially, these devices should travel in carry-on. In practice, the TSA does not consistently flag them when they are discovered in checked luggage. Senior travelers can make their own judgment about how strictly to interpret the rule for these specific items, but the safest practice, and the practice that protects you in the event of a checked bag inspection, is to carry them in the cabin. Item number 7. Cordless heating pads, massagers, and personal care devices. This is a category that has expanded enormously over the last decade, as cordless, rechargeable versions of traditional plug-in devices have flooded the market. The cordless heating pad, the cordless neck massager, the cordless foot massager, the cordless cervical traction device, all of these contain lithium-ion batteries. Senior travelers who use these devices for arthritis, chronic pain, or general wellness should pack them in their carry-on. Many of these devices are bulkier than the standard carry-on traveler is used to packing, which has led to a quiet pattern of seniors checking them in luggage to save cabin space. The result is the same as for every other category: bags flagged at screening, delays, and occasional confiscation. Number 8. Vape pens and electronic cigarettes. These are not exclusively senior items, but they have become increasingly common among adults of all ages, including those who have transitioned away from traditional smoking for health reasons. Every vape pen and electronic cigarette contains a lithium-ion battery. They are absolutely prohibited from checked luggage. The rule is enforced more aggressively for these specific devices than for almost any other category of lithium battery, because the design of vape pens has been associated with a disproportionate number of thermal runaway incidents. If you carry any of these devices, they must be in your carry-on, and they cannot be used or charged inside the aircraft cabin. Item number 9. Wireless headphones and earbuds. Apple AirPods, Bose wireless headphones, Sony noise-canceling earbuds. All of these contain lithium-ion batteries in both the earpieces and the charging case. The charging case in particular is a small lithium-ion battery in its own right. These items should travel in carry-on. They are small enough that they rarely cause problems even when accidentally checked, but the official rule applies to them like every other lithium-ion device. Number 10. Camera batteries. For many senior travelers who carry a real camera in addition to a smartphone, like Canon, Nikon, Sony, or Fujifilm, the spare batteries that travel with the camera are lithium-ion in nearly every modern model. Spare batteries must always be in your carry-on, must be in their original packaging or in individual plastic bags or battery cases to prevent short circuits, and must not be loose in a checked bag under any circumstances. The TSA has issued specific guidance on photography batteries because of the volume of incidents involving improperly stored spare batteries in the early 2010s. Now let me tell you what actually happens if you violate the rule. The first thing that happens, in most cases, is detection at the X-ray machine. Lithium-ion batteries are clearly visible to TSA scanning equipment. The screening operator identifies the battery, your bag is pulled aside, and the bag is opened for inspection. If the battery is small and clearly part of a personal electronic device, the TSA officer may simply confiscate the device or the battery and return the bag to the airline for loading. You will receive no notification at the time. You will only discover the loss when you open your suitcase at your destination. If the battery is larger, such as a power bank, a CPAP backup battery, or a mobility device battery, the response escalates. The bag may be removed from the flight entirely. You may be paged in the terminal to come back to the security area to retrieve the prohibited item. If your flight has already departed, the bag will travel without you and arrive at your destination at a later time, often with the battery removed. In the most serious cases, when a lithium battery is determined to have created an actual safety risk, for example, if the battery is damaged, swollen, or shows signs of leakage, the FAA can issue a civil penalty against the traveler. The maximum penalty under federal law is $37,500 per violation. The FAA does not impose this penalty frequently, but it does impose it, and the imposition rate has been climbing as battery fire incidents have increased. The simple repacking procedure that keeps you on the safe side of the rule is 2 minutes of work. First, before you close your checked suitcase, walk through every pocket and compartment and identify every electronic device inside it. If the device has a rechargeable battery, and the easiest test is to ask yourself whether the device has ever been plugged into a wall to charge, move it to your carry-on bag. Second, identify any spare batteries that are not currently inside a device. Spare lithium-ion batteries should be placed in their original packaging or in individual plastic bags and carried in your personal item or carry-on. Spare batteries are subject to even stricter handling rules than installed batteries because they are more likely to short-circuit if they make contact with metal objects like keys, coins, or jewelry. Third, if you are traveling with a mobility device such as a powered wheelchair, a mobility scooter, or a powered medical device, notify the airline at the time of booking. Mobility device batteries are subject to special handling procedures that vary by airline and by battery type. The airline will provide specific instructions, and following those instructions is the difference between boarding smoothly and being denied boarding at the gate. The lithium battery rule is, in cumulative effect, the most important single packing rule the modern American senior traveler needs to understand. The rule is not new. The rule is rigorously enforced. The rule applies to dozens of devices that did not exist 20 years ago and that have quietly become part of every American household. And the rule is the single most common cause of last-minute travel delays and luggage problems for senior travelers in the United States today. If this video helped clarify the rule for you, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because the next video in this series walks you through the 7 additional items the TSA has tightened restrictions on for 2026, including a specific category of medical device that, starting next year, requires advance airline notification regardless of which terminal you depart from. We'll see you in the next one, and as always, safe travels.